So one of the things I want to do in our conversation is let's pick a topic and just walk through like how you would go about building an audience and then actually monetizing that audience. So I'll let you pick the topic, but just some random topic out there. You have no preparation for this. You didn't know I was going to ask you it. And let's just
Yeah.
go through how do you build an audience and then how do you monetize it?
Right. All right. So this is an interesting one. And let's say you had to choose between three competitive advantages, right? And you're a locksmith, right? You're really good at opening locks. You could choose between having an ad in the best part of town, that's traffic. Two, you could be the best locksmith in the world and be open those locks fast, that's offer. And the third one is you could be in a hot parking lot with a bunch of moms that left their kids inside their car with their keys and they can't get it, like they can't open it. That's market. So which one would you choose if you had the three? Most people would choose market because it's like they're going to pay you a premium, whatever. You could break the window for all I know and you would still make money. So my audience building and monetization approach starts with picking the right market, because how you're going to sell it isn't as important as what you're going to sell, which isn't as important as who you're going to sell it to, because we want to sell to people with a lot of money that can pay you, that are great clients. So first thing is market. And what I would do there is I focus really on positioning and finding ways in which you cannot be better than everybody else, but you can be different than anybody else. So I'll give you an example from yesterday, right? Just yesterday. I had this fitness coach, that's my client, and he was concerned he sounded like everybody else. And maybe that's you. You feel like you sound like everybody else and you find a way that's different. So what we did is we figured out what was your personal story. What did you do? What makes your thing different? Turns out he was skinny fat, right? And then he built the body. So we went from a fitness coach to the skinny fat specialist, which is vastly different, right? Because it's different than anybody else. And that's what you really want. The other day, another one, he was an investor, right? No, he was a coach for people who wanted to raise money from investors. Now, the thing that makes him different is that he was an investor before. So while his competition is selling, hey, I'll show you how to raise money, he's saying, hey, I was an investor and I'm the investor that shows you how to raise money because I know that world. I know what buttons to pull or like what's to push and tricks to pull, right? So first thing is being different. Second thing is crafting the offer. And offer creation, people overcomplicate it because they feel like they need to get the offer like exactly right. And I remember when I was in high school, I had this friend and he always used to order a pizza. And when he ordered a pizza, we all get together around him because when he ordered a pizza, what he did is he did like a psychopath, he took the cheese out of the pizza, gave it to somebody and just ate the bread with the sauce, you know? Like you don't do that. But that taught me that people buy things for the most random reasons. And they might buy your stuff for the most random reasons. Like if you go to McDonald's and you want to buy a burger, what does a burger include? It's got like the lettuce, the tomato, the bun, the mayo, the sauce, the ketchup, the bacon, whatever. Now, what does McDonald's need to tell you to get you to buy? It's just Big Mac. That's it. That's all they need to tell you. Because that means that all the offer or the things you could offer people are not the things you should offer people. Because out of all your skill set that you currently have, there's one or two things that are the sexiest about that skill set, and that's what you should promote, right? So you craft the offer and you figure out what can you give people. And then it's just traffic, man. Like I'm big on the big like equalizer that you have. Yeah, you have over 1 million followers that I have and that somebody with 0 followers have. There's one big equalizer in there, and that's the DM button. It's talking to people. It's actually getting them and making connections by talking, right? Because you, me, and that guy, we fall to the same inbox. So I'm big on figuring out where is your market now that you know who they are and what makes you different. And then you figure out what to offer them and you send it to them on the DMs. So it's a very broad like simplification, but I'm big on being different, crafting an offer, and just being consistent with the outreach and talking to people so they'll book calls with you and I'll actually buy.
When you go and you look today at what people are doing, what are the biggest mistakes that they're making?
Yeah, that's big. One is the biggest one is they talk about things that they have no authority on, right? So they'll post something around, hey, here are Jeff Bezos' 10 rules of success. I'm like, okay, cool. What are your rules of success? Like what qualifies you to say it? Or let's say, have you ever read the same phrase? Maybe it's a basic phrase, right? But you feel it differently depending on who is it from. Have you ever had that? Because it's not just the message that's being sent, it's also the messenger, right? For example, yeah, right. So you like I have like zero credibility on Bitcoin and crypto at all, right? So if you say, hey, Bitcoin's getting to this level, people take it seriously. If I say it, nobody cares. It could be the exact same thing, copy and paste it, but it comes from a different messenger. So people talk about things they haven't earned the right to talk about, like how to become a millionaire. If you're not a millionaire, you can't talk about that, right? How do you achieve financial freedom? If you don't have that, you can't talk about that. So instead of people, I would say, instead of them going broader and talking about more things, go narrower. If you can't be the king of the ocean, be the king of the lake. And if not, the river. And if not, the pond. And if not, the puddle. But find some place small enough and so small that there you are king. And then when you talk about, nobody can tell you anything because nobody's better at it than you. Like Naval said, be the best at what you do, redefine what it is until that's true.